Fill it up. Two cups in. It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Two cups in. It's a podcast. Let's talk about two cups in. It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Two cups in. Make it funky, y'all. Good God. Hey. Fill it up.
Hey, I'm Leah.
And I'm Kaley. And this is Two Cups In, a podcast where nothing is off limits.
So grab a cup of Joe and let's roll.
Grab the Joe. Let's roll.
Look at the Joe.
Look at the Joe.
Isn't it cute?
He's adorable.
We might have found two very cute cups at Disney.
Yes.
Thing one, thing two. In no certain order, we shall use these from here thereafter on the pod.
Unless we get a new mug that we want to come show off.
And
These
we
are our
might
new pod mugs.
Pod mug thing one, thing two.
She's thing one because she came first.
Mm-mm.
And I'm thing two because I can't
Which
say.
came first, the Mimi or the killer? Well, it's not as confusing as the chicken and the egg.
Right.
Pretty much
So,
straightforward.
We're going to roll all into
Coffee of the day.
Today we are drinking, what are we drinking in here?
We're drinking the Thanksgiving Pony Express one.
Yeah.
Because
So,
we had a treat.
A treat.
Yeah, we went remote. We did
Enjoy this remote coffee video.
Right.
This is Two Cups In at Hollywood Studios.
Right at Hollywood Studios. Look at my ears.
We just tried Joffrey's coffee. If anybody knows me, I name everything Joffrey.
Right. All her groundhogs.
It's pretty freaking good.
It is pretty good.
I don't know where Todd went. Here he comes.
It's a caramel latte.
Hey, Todd.
I
Come
give
here
it
for a
8.
second. Did you get a black coffee?
Yeah,
How's it taste?
it tastes not black. It tastes like there's sugar in it.
Okay. Okay. How'd you like that?
Right.
How'd you like Todd at the end being all like,
Right.
way to make us look bad, Todd. I'm just kidding.
He's such a goof. I swear, while we were there, the kids were the worst, especially Aiden. He wanted in every single shot of the Two Cups In stuff. Kaley had to be like, this is for the podcast. This is for the podcast. This is for the podcast. That boy's a mess.
I love him to death.
Right.
And he was just like, I can't believe you didn't let me in. And I said, you're in some of them. I said, don't even go there with me. You know you're in some of them because
Right.
you got in on purpose.
He got in.
On purpose.
On purpose. He was like, he was having it. He was getting in it.
Right.
It was not taking over an answer.
So
He's a mess.
I'm here to say vlogging.
What are you saying?
Vlogging is all right, but you will never get a long vlog from me because I can't be one of those people that doesn't enjoy my time where I'm at and sits there and vlogs the entire time. So we did vlog a little. So it's not going to be like one of those really long vlogs, but we did vlog. We don't want to give it all away too. You need to actually go and have the experience yourself.
Right.
But we did get some good footage. We got some good videos. And
The way I feel about vlogging is this. If that's my niche, then I'll put my all into the vlog. If it's not my niche, I'm just trying to show you a couple of good, cool things, then I'll just do a little short like we do, where we just do a little snippet here and there. But you have to have your heart in the vlog. You got to be...
Well, that, and they don't, like, I don't care what any of them vloggers say. The ones that sit there and vlog the entire time did not go and enjoy anything about their experience. They didn't. They didn't care about it. They didn't care to enjoy it. They sat there and vlogged the whole time. There is no way with your face stuck in a phone that you were able to fully experience. Now, yes, they might have done it before, so they're going back to vlog it. You know what I mean? They could have already done it, and they're going back to like, I'm going to go vlog it, but I can't do it. I just can't do it, bro.
The vloggers
Maybe
I watch...
when I'm old.
Right. The vloggers I watch are legit
I'm riding
vloggers.
coasters, baby.
Right. And they just do it for content of
Mhm.
blogging. And it's not as much about going to see the site as taking you to see a site you'll never get to go. So they can go and blog
see,
and show
like,
you
if
it all.
I'm there, that's because I never would have got to go there.
But those people are getting paid to blog.
Well, yeah, and they can do that, but that's just I don't. You can pay me whatever. It's never going to be me.
She's the one.
It's never going to be me. I want to go experience it for myself, and I'll show you a little bit of it, but I'm not wasting my time and actually vlogging the entire time because your family's not gonna sit there and wait for you to do that. You're gonna have to go by yourself if you're gonna be doing that kind of stuff. I found that out the hard way while we were at Universal.
I'm more like, I like to give you snippets, but I'm not one to vlog just because I got
We were
ADD.
we're riding coasters,
and my vlogging is similar.
If we vlogged the whole time, if you had our eye shot, we'd be like, boom, boom,
Right.
boom, 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 boom.
I got ADD.
Oh, look at this. Oh, didn't even finish the sentence over here. We're going this way, and
so much gets my attention. I'm like, running to here, running there. I'm your child. I'm like, right kind of mentality. My brain goes crazy when it sees all those nerdy things that I love so much.
For real. And before we dive into what was Universal and Disney Hollywood Studios, we got a birthday shout out.
Oh, it's a must.
I'm feeling old.
Our little summer baby.
My little summer solstice baby.
Right.
Happy 12th birthday, Aiden.
Happy 12th birthday. Mimi loves you to the moon and back and beyond.
Last year of being a kid, a preteen, whatever. Next year, we're in full teenage mode. Not that we aren't already.
Right.
Attitude-wise.
He's always been ahead of the game. So
you're growing up on me and I love you. Making me feel
already
God.
Tween, teen mentality. The attitude, the sass back. But if you know Kaley when she was young, it's karma, man. You reap what you sow. She was a sassy thing. She walked around with her finger.
But he is over here. He is to the point where it's like literally
he's sassy.
Everything, and it doesn't even it could be something that
would have
never mattered to anybody.
That age are sasspots. They think they know everything.
Right.
They're learning some things, but that causes them to be like, I know it all.
All right. Well, so that's the birthday shout out for this
birthday
week.
Shout out to our adorable sweetie pie.
Love you, kid. Already taller
than me. There ain't
no
right dang kid about it. He's about 5'5" now. No, he's 5'5", 5'6", I'd say.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's
freaking ridiculous.
Getting tall.
And in other news, tomorrow, the day after this pod post, is Juneteenth. So happy Freedom Day.
Juneteenth.
Happy Freedom Day. Yes.
Right.
Tomorrow is Juneteenth.
It's an important day. We all deserve freedoms. We all deserve to be able to think and feel and be who we are.
And just be.
Be who we are.
Just human rights altogether.
Be who we are. All the way around.
Yep.
We all deserve it. And that's their day. And I ain't taking away from it. I'm shouting out to the rooftops. Congratulations. That was a hard one. You know, that took a lot of effort on many people's parts in the past that we just commend them for sticking to it. And like standing up when nobody else stood up. Sitting on a bus seat when nobody else could, going inside and using a restaurant that you're not supposed to go in. It took a lot of standing up to get that right.
Some of them young kids being the first kids to be integrated into these schools,
right, and
with other kids,
yeah,
and and showing them that you're no different. You're a human being.
If you cut us, we all bleed red.
Yep.
That's just the basic.
And if you don't, you need to go to the hospital.
Right. You're an alien
from another planet. Something's wrong.
And I've been watching them little sci-fi, so I think there's possibility some of them aliens among us.
Really? Well, the government done told us we were right. So, I don't know.
I remember Dan Aykroyd and Coneheads.
All right. I got a few on this day, June 18th.
Okay. Do it.
Today's the day the War of 1812 began. Do you know when the War of 1812 was?
In 1812.
Just making sure.
Okay. See, she's trying to trick me. She knows blonde business.
In 1960, Arnold Palmer won the U.S. Open.
Well, we
and
go
the man
Arnold
still
Palmer.
got a drink
right?
named after
I
him.
was about to
everybody.
say, and everybody loves the drink.
1996. Ted Kaczynski is indicted on 10 criminal counts for being
Thank
the
goodness for his
Unabomber.
brother. Right? If he hadn't come forward, they would have never figured that out.
Right. 2001, The Fast and the Furious premieres.
Dude, that was such a good. The best one is the first one, hands
I
down.
love
It's such
Tokyo
a good one.
Drift.
Yeah, it's a good one too. But
I think I just love the. I don't know. It's Tokyo Drift. It's cool. Tokyo is pretty cool.
Right, it is.
2018. Trump creates the Space Force. Now, if that would have been something when I was getting out of high school, I'd been like, vroom, 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 Space Force. You know what I mean? I would have went in the Space Force.
Right.
And sadly, in 2023, them stupid people hopped on that stupid submarine down to Titanic, and all 5 of them were killed because they were imploded.
Lesson learned.
Idiots.
Right. No matter how much money you got, you can still implode. I mean, it's just true.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to do this so it'll kind of like give us visuals
She's
of
up
how
to
the days
something.
went.
She's up to something over here.
Let's see.
We need the visuals because when I say,
Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
so we went to 4 parks. It's not confusing as much between Disney and Universal. It's more confusing when you're thinking on Universal because we were there for 3 days.
We did 3 different.
So and there was 3 different parks, and it's hard to keep up with. We didn't do any park hopping.
Okay.
We stayed in an individual park each time.
Right.
So.
Okay, so the very first park we started off with was the brand new Epic Universe.
I cannot stress to you, go see this.
Epic Universe was awesome.
Awesome. If you love Mario, in the least. If you love How to Train Your Dragon, in the least. Go.
If you love Dark Universe like Frankenstein, the werewolf,
it's
all those
amazing.
things. Awesome. What else?
That
Harry
ride?
Potter, this one's more of a Fantastic Beasts situation.
Yeah.
So the Harry Potter park for the Ministry of Magic is set in 1920s France. And we got a little confused in the restaurant.
Confused the kids too.
Trying to order food.
Right.
We figured it out though.
Yeah, the menu's in French, but we
Yeah.
kind of halfway figured it out.
But the Isle of Berk was awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome. We got on a fun ride and had a battle out with this kid squirting
This kid
water.
was
We got
squirting
soaked.
me with his, like, you're on a little ship and you're trying to shoot targets. No, he wasn't shooting his targets. He was shooting moi.
Yeah.
And
And it was
Todd
funny. And then
some-
Todd tried to get him and he looked at Todd and he goes,
And my hose wouldn't reach him.
oh my God.
I tried.
So funny.
I tried.
Isle of Berk was pretty cool. It had some really good rides.
It did. What I like too about that is there's a lot of stuff the kids can just turn cranks and wheels, and it does cool stuff. So, like, if you know anything about kids, they just want to grab something and yank it and turn it and pull it.
Mhm.
Well, it's creative for them
Yes.
to do that.
Yes.
And
a
it's
lot
so
of being
not,
able to
it's
touch
cool.
things.
Right.
Right. Oh,
I love that part.
moving on as we get out of the Isle of Berk and we're heading towards Ministry of Magic. In between those two is the best roller coaster I have ever
Amazing.
rode in my entire life.
10 out of 10.
Stardust Racers, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yes. Stardust
10
Racers in Celestial Park
is a
at Epic
10.
Universe. The best roller coaster I've ever ridden in my life. No matter the wait time, it's
Amazing.
worth it.
Yes.
Worth it.
It intertwines with
There's
another
two-
coaster.
There's 2 coasters that
And
go
it
up.
is wild. You're going like a DNA chain.
If
swirling.
you rode the old Dueling Dragons when they first built the Harry Potter castle at Dueling Dragon, it's better than Dueling Dragons. The Dueling Dragons is pretty awesome, but that was sick.
It was so much fun, so scary, so
It was
awesome.
raining while we were
So
on
cool.
it. That was wild.
And like you go upside down and there's water, like it's just great. It's
no,
just,
that's not that one.
no, sorry. It ain't that one.
That's not that one.
It's amazing.
I'll remind you when we get back to that
Right.
one. But did that, and then we made it to Harry Potter, where we all bought wands.
Dude,
Where we all bought wands.
you could get different kinds.
So, not with us here. Talon ended up getting Ron Weasley's wand, and Aiden ended up getting Peter Pettigrew.
Now, I ended up getting, and they told me when I got it, they're like, now you realize that's no one's wand. It is a first generation. The difference between first generation and second is the first generations are interactive at the park. The second generation is interactive altogether, and there's an app for it.
Only one of us, Carson, got the second gen. Everybody else got.
I just was like, it was 30 or so more bucks. And that wasn't the problem so much as I kept thinking, will I really use that to need?
Yes, you would.
You think?
Yeah.
If I go back, I'll get one of them then. But anyway, this one is an individual one. And so it's
put it as close
unique
as you can to the camera.
to me. So I say it's my wand.
And don't move so much. Stay still some spots.
I'll spin it.
Yeah, there you go. Slow spin. It's pretty.
It is.
I like her wand very much so.
I like green, so.
Mm-hmm.
They had jeweled ones. They had
all right. Check
awesome
mine out.
ones.
My turn.
Go ahead. Hers is so cool, and I thought serious about a couple of these. They had a couple different styles of these.
Ha ha ha. The dark side of life is mine. I got a Death Eater wand.
They had this other one, that one, and then this other one at
face.
At each park, there were different versions of wands. This and another at that park, or Death Eater wands, were so cool. The other one had like a skull. It had some white. The skull was whitish, overlaid to black. It was so neat too. And that one is the swirling pattern. It is so neato. So the Death Eater ones were so cool.
Yeah.
They had ones, the ones that were interactive, that were out front. There were a little bit more, but they were like this Phoenix one. It was beautiful. It was almost $100, like $95, but it was beautiful. It was white and it was pretty.
Aiden got Peter Pettigrew's, and Peter Pettigrew's
it's neat.
Is a solid black wand, but it is like it turns into a snake handle. It's really cool. Like if you've seen his wand, you obviously know what it looks like. But it was cool. We loved our really wands. Cool.
That was
awesome.
So much fun to get your wand.
Yes. So that was a fun part, and if you're doing all three parks at Universal, the wands are definitely worth it. At least if first gens, if you don't want to pay that much for the second. But all three parks have Harry Potter, and all three parks have interactive things where you can make things in the windows move. You can make water shoot out of things, and it's actually kind of hard to do it. You have to do it a few times, and it actually is like
trying to fall.
Todd said it was like you need to go back to wizarding school. When you can't
what I loved about it too was like, if you don't get it somewhat right, it ain't gonna do it for you. Mm-mm. So you got to try to do it right. There was a couple of them I did not get it to do it. And then a couple of them I was able to do it first try. Right. So it really depended on, and it also depended on you could see the little spot you needed to aim for, but I still didn't get a couple of them.
Oh man. One place I wish I'd have got more videos of, but it was getting hard to take some videos, and the reason that is true is because it did rain on us
It rained a lot.
Quite a few different times.
Not horribly, but
no.
One day it rained most of that day.
Yeah. But this day, we made it all the way. By the time we were leaving the Isle of Burke, it started lightly sprinkling. So there was a light sprinkle there for a hot minute. We go into Harry Potter. We go eat. We look around, do stuff. We did not get to ride the Ministry of Magic ride because it was delayed for a while because of the weather, and then the wait was over 2 hours.
That was our longest ride lines in any of the parks.
And it's a brand new. It literally opened to the public May 22nd.
Opened the week before we were there.
So, we expected that. We went on a Tuesday to try and do it midweek. Yeah.
I feel like had we went on the Friday for that one, we would have been feud because
Mhm.
we did the Friday at Disney, and it was still pretty darn busy at Disney.
Right.
But I feel like if we went to that one on that day, because like when you're there, everybody was coming into town starting Thursday. All of a sudden, people everywhere compared to the beginning of the week when we had first gotten there. So we knew that park was going to be packed Friday, Saturday situation.
Right. So the one that I wish I would have got more video of is the Dark Universe. That was so cool.
It was so cool.
The Frankenstein ride was
And in
awesome.
that place is where I got us a coffee of the day for soon.
Oh, no, it's not.
It was in Dark Universe, I thought.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
100%, because you got it day 3. No, day 2 in Islands of Adventure. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right. Never mind. It ain't that day.
We'll be
about
back
it.
to it. No, because we didn't buy anything this day besides our wands.
Okay.
Really.
We got our wands that day.
Yeah.
I didn't get this till Friday.
Yeah.
I got it at Disney.
Okay, so continuing on. We went to Dark Universe. Frankenstein, bro.
Listen,
there is some robots in that building, and they look for freaking real.
Don't skip that ride.
It's freaky,
right? Because all the way through the line, you get interaction.
Yeah, that's a lot of Universal rides. That's what I really enjoy about a good many of them. Disney does it for the good bit too. They have a lot of the rides. They know you're going to be standing in the heat, whatever. They make the rides interactive all throughout the walk. So you're walking in the building. There's things to look at.
And it's AC in there. So once you get inside, the line part inside, then you got it made. It's doable.
Did that, waited way too freaking long for Curse of the Werewolf. If it's a long wait, just forget it. If you have to wait more than an hour for Curse of the Werewolf, I believe that is one that you can just skip over. You were going to be mad that you waited so long.
That
we waited almost 2 hours.
Right. We should have spent our long wait on the Hagrid ride. We couldn't get it because
that was a different day. That's why, she's confused.
It's not hard for me to get confused. Well, we have 3 parks.
3 parks, and they all have Harry Potter. It's all mixed together.
And it is so confusing.
It is. Okay.
So,
Dark Universe, awesome. Definitely recommend. This next one and last one at Epic Universe, dude, I cried. Todd cried.
I got misty-eyed.
I'm crying about thinking about it.
I was amazed. The way they bring you into it, you literally can only just see the very top of Bowser's Castle, so it don't give away nothing.
You see the top of Bowser's Castle, and then you see like a dirt stack hill or whatever, and that's it.
And so when they bring you into it, and
you go up escalators,
there's
through
the
green tube, and it does the ding, 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 ding.
And you come out of Princess Peach's castle into the most beautiful thing you ever saw.
See the real world anymore.
That's why I say it is as far as the eye can see.
Y'all just wait till the vlog. I got a good video walking in and stuff because this
is amazing,
bro. Sickest
highlight of my life.
Sickest place.
I could have lived there.
Sickest place of the whole weekend.
Sickest place.
When it comes to areas of the park, and that is number 1. It is worth it. It's worth it.
That is you could spend your whole day in that area of that one park.
Yeah. And not pictured with me. I bought, I had to, I wear like a tag at work with my little ID badge, whatever. Bought me a new little ID badge thing. It's Super Nintendo World. It's cute.
That place is amazing.
That place was awesome. We got to meet Mario and Luigi.
We did. Kaylee happened to
be standing in the right place at the right time.
9 out of 9, 10 times unaware. So I walk around much like Aiden, obliviously unaware.
While I'm sitting there, what's going on over here? Okay, they're talking about that. No, it's okay. So, there's something happening over here, guys. I heard about it. Let's go.
The last dude I dated kept me safe because I walk around unaware. Kaylee
Todd's very vigilant.
Keeps me safe. They have to be like, Mom.
I did lose my kid for a little bit in Nintendo World.
We about freaked out, all of us.
I went from pure rage to panic attack.
Right.
Yeah. And then he just comes out of the bathroom and he's like, I told you I was going to the bathroom. I was in the middle of taking photos of somebody. And this boy says to me, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm taking photos of somebody. I said, if I did not turn around and look at you in the face and said, okay, then you ain't going to no bathroom.
Freaked us out. He was just gone.
And,
And there ain't no direction of knowing where
I
he's
was
at.
crying, and I was like, man. Anywho, yeah. So Bowser's Mario Kart, Bowser's Castle, Bowser's Challenge, that was a sick ride.
It was so much fun. It takes you atop the whole thing.
You literally get to ride.
You get to see the whole thing.
You get to see you get to walk through the castle, but then you're playing Mario Kart, bruh.
It's so much fun.
Playing Mario Kart, bruh.
And it's so cool.
Awesome. People get high scores for the day and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like on the physical ride we were on, somebody got a high score while we were riding, but wasn't us.
I got the highest score out of the four of us that were, because at that point
Todd
in
got
time, it
the
was just
highest
me,
score
Todd,
out of-
Mom, and Aiden. Because
Right.
Talon went walking off with
Todd
his
got the highest
parents, his
score.
mom. Dude, awesome. I got the highest score out of all them. We got to meet Mario. That was awesome. It was too late in the day, so we didn't get to ride it, but we did go into Donkey Kong Country and got to check that out. That was pretty cool. Both of the kids ended up getting a banana fanny pack, a Donkey Kong banana fanny packs.
Right. I got a Mario. I forgot to bring it. I got a Mario Kart backpack.
Oh,
and it's
she'll have to bring
the
that one next time.
freaking cutest thing you ever saw.
It's cool.
Because it has
got a
like a
seatbelt
seatbelt buckle on the pouch,
I
in
love
the
it.
front pouch, and it is reflective. The reason I got it
we
was
got to talk faster. Okay, go ahead.
oh sorry. The reason I got it was A, I needed something to carry some stuff in, and B, it was only $60, and I've paid more for our kids' backpack for school.
But anywho, that was
So-
Epic Universe. Great day at Epic Universe. Moving on, day 2, Islands of Adventure.
This is where, is this not the one where, yeah.
So here, the Hulk. If you've
It's so
been
cute.
to Islands of Adventure, the Hulk is a sick ass ride. It's just sick
It's
the way
fun.
it shoots you out. Sorry, I love it. When I was a kid, me and my friend Tyler rode it probably about 6 or 7 times.
That
We
was
loved
fun.
It was
This
fun.
day, like, we had Taco Bell the night before, so I started feeling icky, and it aggravated my ulcer. So this day I was nauseated and I
Right.
had this burny feeling in my tummy. So I was less enthused this day, but I tried to be in it to win it as much as possible. But lesson learned: no Taco Bell on vacation.
Right. So we come up in here and we started off, at the Marvel Superhero Island.
It's
we
so
rode the
cool.
Hulk. Went around. We actually come back to it and did some more stuff towards the end of the day.
Dude, is this
they
the
took
one
a picture in the
where
Fantastic Four car.
Doohickey was dancing? The Madagascar.
I think so. He'll pop up in these videos here in a
Yeah, I
second.
loved
if
it.
is.
That was so much
I think
fun.
it is. Yeah. Okay. So then we go to find Todd's parents, and we
This is where I run into it.
Yeah, we ran into King Julian.
He was dancing and singing one of his numbers.
Move it. I like to move it.
I swear I love it. He's one of the best parts of the
move it.
Madagascar.
Right.
I love King Julian. I'll even watch his little show by myself.
Julian.
I don't even need no kid around to
King
watch
Julian.
it. Right? He's hilarious.
I will say we found ourselves in Hogsmeade many times on this day. There's no escaping it. So we make it into Hogsmeade, check
It's
out
so
a little
cool.
bit. It was. We walked into the Tri-Wizard Spirit Rally happening, so that was cool to see.
And we were like, this park's even more interactive than the first park.
Right. And
with your
then
wands.
we went and ate at the Three Broomsticks.
Yeah.
That was some of the best food
That
in the
was
park
good
that I
food.
had the whole time. Honestly, love the roasted potatoes and stuff. That was really good.
Aiden finally got to see his Jeep and got his picture made with it because when he was littler and this movie came out, he would always be like, "I'm gonna get me a Jeep, and make
Oh,
it
the
like
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park."
Okay, well, Lair, you got to tell them what you're talking about because they're not looking at the screen.
Oh,
with
sorry.
us.
We saw Jurassic Park Jeep. That's what I was getting into while I was saying it. But
I know.
Aiden loves that Jeep. Ever since he saw that movie, he would be like, "If I get a Jeep, I don't make it like the Jurassic Park Jeep."
Right.
So we got his picture made with the Jurassic Park Jeep.
Right. But it was a rough day. It rained. Rained on us a good bit
It
this
did.
day.
I did not ride that water ride just because.
Yeah,
I didn't want.
she didn't want to ride the Jurassic Park water ride, so she didn't. And then we ended up not getting that wet because last time I rode it, I got pretty freaking wet.
Did you? It looked like the people coming down the hill was getting pretty wet.
It really
That's why I
just
was like,
depended where you were.
I think I'm gonna.
We ended up being in the back of it.
Well,
But,
the front two people look like they get it.
So let's move into the second best roller coaster I've ever ridden. The Velocicoaster.
That thing was wild.
That's the one that went upside down above
That
the
went
water.
upside down above water.
Bro.
But it is a 9.8.
Bro.
Where the other one's a 10.
Sick. Another thing not to sleep on. The King Kong ride.
Right.
Dude, that was fun.
That was
it
fun.
Felt like
and
we
it's
were
cool.
seriously in the jungle and he was right freaking next to me and there's
What
dinosaurs.
I love about it's all interactive too.
I got blood on me, all kinds of
So it's like interactive to the scene. You're in this Jeep and you're trying to get away from him.
This one's not like a roller coaster. You're literally hopping on to this like big safari truck thinking you're going to go on this safari mission. Like you're not like hooked in or nothing. You're literally just sitting on a truck. But it moves and the screens are all around you. It looks crazy. It's awesome.
It's amazing.
It was sick. It's one that's worth doing.
To me, I love them rides almost as much as a good roller coaster, mainly because not only do you get the ride, but you get the visual too.
Right.
So cool. So cool.
And then we walk through what is it? What was it called? It's called Toon Lagoon.
Toon Lagoon, yeah.
Toon Lagoon. We didn't ride that water ride. The boys did though. They had fun.
There was also some kind of little, I thought was bumper cars, and that was that
no,
ride.
That's not that.
Okay, never mind.
That's a whole nother day too. Okay, so then we made it back into the superhero part, and we rode to Spider-Man. That was awesome.
That was fun. I liked it too.
At that point, me and Mom were about just like, it's
done.
over. We're done. Todd rides the Hulk again with the kids. They went and hopped on that because the line wasn't that long.
Right.
And then when we get back up to the castle and we're going to watch the Always show that's on the castle, it still got like an hour until then. And then the ride, the Forbidden Journey, was only 10 minutes wait. And we'd already rode it once. And me and the kids were like, let's go. And we pretty much just like, we literally didn't wait. Like we walked straight onto it, but it was weird. So we get up there, we walk on, and we're about to get on the moving platform to sit in our chairs, and the moving platform just stops. And all the workers look at each other, and then the thing comes on and it says something, and then the ride turns back on and starts again. So I guess something happened, and they were just like, hey, blah, blah, whatever. So, but we got straight on that thing. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. The Always show on the castle.
That was so cool. They did a good job with that. They change, like while you're standing there, as it gets darker and darker, the castle starts lighting up little by slowly. The lights come on, the lights on the outside come on, and then it just changes and the lights go brighter and cooler and different.
Right. And then while we're standing there watching it, we talked to this couple with their kids, and they were like, hey, are y'all going to be here tomorrow? And we're like, yeah, we have another day of Universal left. They gave us 6. They gave us 6 fast pass, like one-time fast pass thing, lightning pass, whatever, to get on a ride quicker. And we're like, sweet, we'll save these for tomorrow. Right. And then we ended up having somebody at the end of the day give us another one, so we had an extra one. So we didn't get to ride Hagrid's motorbike, but tell me, that park closes at 10 p.m. We were in deep in that line until 10:30, and it kept
Right.
breaking down and messing up. And,
They
oh
really
my
wanted
God.
for everybody to get to ride it.
They did, because
but
they were
it
letting everybody
kept
stay in line.
delaying.
It kept delaying. We couldn't take it anymore. Our feet were hurting so bad. It was day 2.
We were so tired. That's the only
We still have
reason
2
we
more
didn't ride it.
days. So
Lesson
we finally
learned,
just
though.
left.
We'll forgo a different ride next time to make sure we get on that ride.
Right.
Because everybody says it was the best ride in the park.
Right.
So
on to day 3, we made it to Universal Studios. This was a fun day. This was the day that we decided we're renting scooters.
yeah, your girl rented a scooter for the first time. And I might buy me one. Ain't ashamed of it.
Hey, you're hitting that age where you're allowed to do that.
Right.
I was probably looked at like, what is this young, whatever.
Nah.
I don't care. I work my butt off all the time, and I wouldn't have gotten one if I wouldn't have known that they had more for people that actually needed them. So
And
y'all can hate
here's
on me
the
all you want
thing.
to. I paid money for it.
Right. A, they don't care who you are. They'll rent it to you. B, I was not feeling good. Still, my ulcer was aggravating and stuff.
By that day,
So
no, this was the day. This was the day. It was day 2, and it was really getting her
yeah.
this day.
So I finally got some medicine
Right.
after this.
So we go around. I will share this because this cracked me up. But we were going by this thing, and the thing said the Williams of Hollywood, and Todd and Talon's both their first name is Williams. So that cracked me up. So I made them stand underneath it because I was like, the Williams of Hollywood. That's you guys.
Right. It was too cute.
It was funny.
Right.
So what did we do before all
Papa
this?
would have loved
We went and rode the
a
ET
lot
adventure.
of those like buildings
Mhm.
and stuff. He would have been right up his alley.
Right.
ET is
adventure,
good.
that was
Don't even
fun.
miss it. That's
That was
a fun.
one. And then, bro,
It's another interactive
we
one.
went and learned our kids are 11 and 12, 11, about to be 12. We went and did the Kung Fu Panda live screen. He talked to me a couple times because them kids were being too quiet and they wouldn't
Yeah.
say anything out loud.
He talked to me in the back too. He seen, so it was cool that
It
he
was
even
fun.
seen me over there in the
It
back.
was fun.
I did sit on the edge for a while with him, but my tummy was not feeling it.
Yeah.
But it was really neat, and I feel like I had some kung fu lessons.
Oh, and we rode the Trolls Troller Coaster. Now, I will say the Trolls Troller Coaster. If you have a child that is budding to want to really ride a big roller coaster and you don't know if they're ready yet, that is the one, because it is small, but it is still a coaster. Like, it's still fun for an adult to ride with the kid on it. Me and Todd both rode it with the kids. So, like, it's still fun for an adult to ride, but it's small. Like the kids, and it's on the little worm, the little party worm, the party bus worm, dude. Hilarious. It was fun. It was cute. And then we made it to Simpson.
That's neato.
What is Simpsons called? Springfield,
Yeah,
USA.
made it to Springfield.
I love the Simpsons ride. Most of the people that we were with got sick and motion sick, which I totally understand. When you got a big screen like that and things are moving and it's just a whole combination of a lot going on.
Is this the one that's interactive where we shoot?
The Simpsons?
Yeah.
No, there's only one Simpsons ride there.
Okay.
That's the one where we were in the big screen and we started off riding a roller coaster and it broke off and that one dude was trying to kill us all.
All right. One of my favorite
You're thinking
rides.
of the Minions, and that's at a whole nother park too.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite interactive rides.
It's not at a whole nother park. That is at this park. So we'll
Okay.
get there. But yeah, we rode the Simpsons ride. That was fun.
They had the phone booth.
And the kids rode that
Right.
whatever it was called, the little octopus looking thing. And then we headed to Diagon Alley.
Right. They had the phone booth.
At King's. Oh.
They had the
Are you ready
trolley.
for this that I found out
The
today?
Knight's
Are
bus.
you, Lur?
What?
You're gonna be mad.
Don't tell me then.
Well, I'm telling you anyways, because I was upset. Todd's parents were like, did y'all not notice that right where the night bus is and the telephone booth, if he was like, where we were, people were knocking on the door. So
What?
I don't know. My phone was being freaking weird. Somebody's trying to call me in the middle of me doing this. That's what it is.
Oh.
bet it's Aiden or something because I told Todd we were recording. So I'm gonna say, am I recording or is this freaking? Stop calling me, people, because it's looking weird on my screen.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm back. Hi, I went away for just
She went away
little
and
bit.
it confused me.
You
I
can-
don't know what was happening. So I was
I'm
like,
glad I looked down at my phone. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so if we looked up at the building next to it, the freaking building was the building when he gets off the night bus that they go up to, and it separates to the apartment, and you could knock on the door, and when you knocked on the door, if you looked up, his freaking house elf would look out the window at you and wave.
well, damn.
He
I
said
didn't know.
they said they only noticed because they seen people knocking on the door over again. They were like, "What is that?" And looked up. So we didn't see that. That sucks. But the phone booth, you go in the phone booth and you dial the word magic. You know, if you knew how to text T9, you'll know what that is. But magic, it's a good one. It gives you a little message from the Ministry of Magic.
It's really a cool place.
Right. So we got to do the night bus, and we did that. Then we made it into Diagon Alley, and we got to see the whatchamacallit, Beetle and Bard's
Yeah.
the story, the tale of the three brothers. Awesome. That was so cool.
It was cool.
That was really cool. We ran around in there, got to ride the Green Gots ride. That was fun.
It was fun.
I always wanted that to be a ride when I watched them, when we seen the movie.
Right.
It was so good. The dragon on top of the freaking Green Gots randomly will blow fire and holler.
Yeah.
That scared me. Got a video of that. That was pretty cool.
That was unexpected too. So that was fun. That was
Right.
cool.
We went and rode the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show ride. A lot of people were like, "That one's stupid. You can skip that one, blah, blah." Well, I love Jimmy Fallon. Okay.
Where'd I get my coffee at? Didn't I get my coffee in one of these stores?
Oh, dang it. It was Islands of Adventure. See, you got me knocked off. Well, we're going to end up drinking it on another pod anyway, so it doesn't really
Yeah, I guess we'll
matter
tell you
so
about it.
much.
I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up. Just show you. We found us some coffee at one of the parks. And so, we'll try it out on the pod. It was at a horror store. And so, coffee shop of horrors. And it's called Burial Grounds. So, we will.
That'll be good. We'll try it on the next pod.
Right.
But yeah, everybody kept saying the Jimmy Fallon rides, whatever, blah, blah. Screw you guys.
It was cute.
I loved it.
I liked it.
Todd liked it too. We had a good time on it. And when I got off, I got excited and I made Aiden take a picture of me. Awful pictures he took. But they had the David S. Pumpkins from Saturday Night Live outfits. David S. Pumpkins. Yeah.
Aiden took a couple of pictures for me too. They're,
Yeah.
he does the best he can.
But that was Universal. Universal is pretty cool. What I like about Universal is you can buy a cup to refill your drinks. And you can recharge, bring them back and recharge them. And it's only like, the cups cost like $18, but they're less the more you buy, whatever. But it's only $11.99 a piece to do the refill thing. And they've got drink refills. And even if you don't want to buy that, you can bring your own cup, and the water and ice are free all the time.
And see,
you stay hydrated.
It is only proper to do something like that because at Disney, everything is straight up more expensive.
More expensive.
Everything.
They do not do refill cups or drinks like that.
Not only is everything more expensive, they don't even give you a refill cup or anything like that. So you're going to pay individually for each drink, unless you just take like something that you can refill at a water station. It'll be hot.
So that's what's better at Universal versus Disney. And then when you got Disney versus Universal, Disney is better for the people that have to rent scooters.
Mm-hmm.
They're
definitely more accommodating.
They're more accommodating. You can pretty much ride them all the way up through the ride, whatever.
They're way more accommodating. So they don't make you feel bad or any type of way. They're like, oh, come right in this line. And they kind of get you in front of people sometimes. And the thing I think about is they know the grandparents are 9 out of 10 times one to bringing
Right.
the kids, so they're like, okay.
All right, now we need to quickly go over the things that we bought at Universal. You can leave the things at Disney to the side for the moment because we haven't done that, but we just finished Universal. I got me a Loki wallet.
And I got
Hold on.
right.
Loki wallet. Cute. Your turn.
And then at Jurassic Park, I might have got a headband that looks like a dinosaur eating your head. It is so stinking cute. It looks like the dinosaur's eating my head. I can't put it on with this, but I'll wear it on another pod, the next one, just to show it to you. So cute.
And I had to take my headphones off for this one. But I bought me a cute little Princess Peach
Isn't it cute?
hat, little thing. Her little earrings are right here.
Right.
And then it's got a veil, and I plan on wearing it at my bachelorette party.
I'll take that one off just because.
It's
You
cute.
have to see this. You have to.
Yeah.
Ain't that cute? Dinosaur eating my head.
Right.
I seen people walking around with these, and at first I was like, the one I seen was a pink one, and I was like, that's cute. But then I saw this blue one in the shop, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get him.
Right.
He's too cute.
Is that all the stuff you got at Universal? 'Cause I
Except
think
for
that's
the
all my
candy did
Universal
come
stuff.
from Universal.
Yes.
And we got a chocolate frog each.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the box. I didn't bring my card. I had Merlin in mine, if you know anything about me.
Yeah.
He's
She
my
loves
favorite.
Merlin, and that was funny that she got
Chocolate frog.
Mm-hmm.
And you get your card in there.
I
and
got
then
the dude
tongue coffee toffee.
I got the dude that created the Nimbus brooms in mine.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
All right, continuing on because we don't have much time and we still have a whole nother thing to do. Okay, so we went on this trip ultimately going to Universal. That was the plan. But we were like, since we're there, we want to at least do one Disney park. So we looked through them and we picked the one that would, mean the most to us in our group, because it was this one was just going to be me, Mom, Todd, and the boys. So we chose Disney Hollywood Studios because they have Star Wars and Toy Story Land.
It was amazing.
So we started off the day by going in, getting us some Starbucks. Since they don't do refill drinks, we bought everybody a Powerade, and everybody kept their bottles so they could refill them up at the water fountains, because dang, we ain't paying drinks over and over again.
We did buy one other drink in there because of the way these looked.
Right, they were in the Star Wars thing, and they were just cute little Coke Sprite. They had Coke Sprite and Diet Coke.
Right.
They were cute.
Too cute.
Too cute. Hello, stand up, friend. Okay. Had those in there. Let's see. So let's go through this day. We started off Indiana Jones Stuntacular. Awesome.
I'm going ahead and grab this so
Okay.
it won't be as
Well,
awkward.
Indiana Jones Stuntacular.
That was
Awesome.
neato. Because, like, if you ever been background, I have background on TV shows. It is like that. It is just like how they did that. So they ain't even kidding. It's so cool.
Well, and the cool part about it is it's not just your everyday TV show. It's Indiana Jones. So
Right?
they're doing there's fire, and there's fireworks, and there's guns, and
Stunts
and there's
of all
rolling and
sorts.
flipping and jumping and flipping. Blah.
The reason I say that is because,
Awesome.
right, I've been in some of those where I was in the middle of one stunt in one TV show. Then it was really cool.
Also, so we still did that.
It was so much
That was
fun.
cool. It was way more than we thought it was.
It was way more.
way more than we thought.
And
it was
those
gonna be.
guys
so that's
were
worth
good.
it. So if you want to go check that out, that's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Highlight of my time, we got to enjoy the very last day of Muppet Vision 3D.
It was amazing. I loved it.
I laughed
I
so hard.
Loved it. And then
I laughed so hard I cried.
I introduced Kaley to her son. He's the dudes in the balcony. He's the
old man in the balcony.
old man. He's the one.
Those two
He's the
old
one with
dudes.
the bigger nose and the bigger head. You'll know what I'm talking about if you know those two. There's a little bit bigger one and a little bit smaller one. Aiden is just like that older dude. If he don't even tell, he tells the same kind of
Those two
silly
dudes.
jokes too.
There's two old dudes at work. That's them two.
Is it?
100%. Then they sit in a corner together because they work right next to each other. They're always acting.
Aiden is going to be that old dude.
But so that was the very last day it was going to be open because they're closing the Muppet section down and going to create Monsters Inc. And they're taking
I love Monsters Inc.
the
but dang, I love
Aerosmith.
Muppets.
Well, they're taking the Aerosmith ride and turning it into Muppets ride. So the Muppets will
It'll
still be there.
there.
They'll just be doing something else.
Yeah.
And this time, maybe get to see Animal because he wasn't in that one.
Right. The Aerosmith ride is amazing. It was fun.
That one Star Wars ride, the Star Tours ride, the first one.
Yes.
That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that, walking through there and doing some weird stuff.
We had such a blast. There's a
this
couple
one?
of moments that took my heart. She's gonna walk us through, and I ain't gonna tell you about them until we get to the spots that happened to me.
So I got excited because that has C-3PO and R2-D2, and that's why I took those videos. We got on which one did we do? Because we didn't do one. We didn't do the Empire one because it was delayed for a lot of the time. And
Most of the day.
Yeah, most of the day. But we did the Millennium Falcon, and that was
It
cool.
was freaking amazing.
Talon and Mom were flying, and me and
We were
Aiden
the
were the
pilots.
gunners, and we had no engineers.
And our engineer stayed back because he was not feeling motion rides at the moment.
Yeah.
And this was a motion ride.
Yeah.
And it
So
was
Todd
so
was like, no.
awesome.
Bro. And then one of my third favorite ride of the whole trip, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That was so cute. The whole thing, if you've ever been on it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just an experience you have to experience. It was cute. I freaking loved it. I don't know about you, but I loved it.
I honestly loved everything
the glow
about
dark about it.
I loved everything about this
The whole park.
vacation.
Mm-hmm. The kids ran into Donald Duck. I was able to get a picture of that. All right.
When you're in the middle of Star Wars,
you go ahead. Sorry.
it's amazing because you
feel like you're there.
You feel like you're there because they immerse you in it just like they do.
Stormtroopers walking around, Kylo Ren walking around,
right? And they're
the captains
in character.
and stuff walking around.
Though they never get out of character at Disney. Period. They don't.
So
we
go in ready to meet some characters because I paid the dollars, to be able to get all of our pictures. We go in to meet Chewbacca. Mom cries.
I couldn't even help it. I knew I was going to cry before we got to see him because I saw him
she made me and Todd cry.
There. I saw him walk away from the other people, and when I saw him, I knew it was over. I could cry right now thinking about it. That's
Dude,
how
seriously,
amazing. He's so big.
It was the
He's
best
so
day of her
cool.
life.
He looks like everything I thought he could.
When she started bawling, he looked at her and he knew, and he just grabbed her real tight and was holding her.
He did.
Oh, and he hugged her real tight. And then Todd started speaking like him, and he freaked out because Todd could speak.
He was amazing. Whoever does his character, I give him props.
Great
for being a wonderful
best meet and greet of the whole place.
Right.
He
made you feel like Chewbacca would have.
He made you feel like you were actually standing there talking to him. Like he was obviously he was speaking in Chewbacca.
You're right.
But it was awesome. It was cool.
Amazing.
Met him. That was cool. She cried.
Dude,
then
I cried
we
like
met
a freaking baby. I get misty-eyed to think about it.
Then we met Darth Vader.
He threw me out. Basically.
That was awesome.
It was amazing.
Well,
because I said, "Why?"
She was wearing a Rebel shirt, and he started telling us that there was Rebel traders, whatever, blah blah. So me and Todd,
they outed me.
We outed
in a
her.
photo.
In a photo, yeah.
They
Todd's
outed me.
current profile picture. And then Aiden tried to ask him if Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord, and he shut Aiden down, told him he's not allowed to ask him any questions. That was funny.
Right. And I said, why, Anakin, why? He both basically told me to shut up. He didn't say it
Right.
that way, but he was like,
And then we
points
went
to
and
the
met
door.
little BB-8. And BB-8 said cheese
He's
for the
so
photos.
cute. I love BB-8.
Adorable. Absolutely adorable.
If you know anything about Star Wars at all, their droids have a lot of
Mhm.
personality. So,
And then they had spots where the stormtroopers could hang out up top and stuff because Mom was off. I'll let her start pulling it out while I'm talking. Lur paid the money to build her for real lightsaber. And while she was doing that, the stormtroopers were walking around doing stuff. It was pretty cool. So
okay.
hold on and I'll pull this up so you can actually see what you're doing here. Go for it.
Isn't it amazing?
It's very heavy.
It weighs probably what, about
28
or 10 pounds just
about
the
10
handle.
pounds, yeah.
Like,
It's pretty heavy.
it's nice quality.
Right.
When you go in there, they give you the sheet. And the sheet has
Don't give all two of it.
different styles.
Mhm.
So if you like the bad guy, if you like old school, if you like the newer school rebels, they have the handle that fits what you like. This is the old school handle. So this would be what you would see in a lot of the first 3 movies, the older ones.
Yeah.
And then they had this cool other handle. So not only do you pick a handle style, once you pick your style, then you have choices. So each of these areas of it, there'll be a couple of choices to make on styles. So you honestly can make it your own.
I'm hot up in here right now.
You can honestly make this your own.
All right. We're about to hit over an hour.
And
here.
then you pick a kyber crystal. So if you know anything about it, different kyber crystals go for different people and for different reasoning. I got green because A, green's my favorite color. B, Yoda, Luke Skywalker, and Ahsoka Tano have green blades. Now Ahsoka has 2 other colors, and I thought about all 3 of her colors, which are orange and then white. But I got green because green is my favorite color. Yoda's my favorite character. Here I am.
All right. And here's mine. We did not pay the amount that she paid. That's $250. If you want
Right.
one like that, that's $250.
But
This one's mine. The
is
experience
amazing.
is great. God dang it.
There she goes. They didn't have like the exact same experience, but they had their own experience because they still got to pick out the things to create it.
You still got to. Just
So,
like when we were kids, hard to get in.
right. So, for what that's cost, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It is.
All right, we're about to hit over an hour, so let's
All
continue
right.
on.
We need to do a thumbnail, Miss Priss.
We do. We're not done though.
Right. I'm just reminding you.
I know. We probably don't even need to do one. I can just grab one from us sitting around with our ears on.
Oh, okay.
So we
She
did all
thinks we
that.
need one.
Mom ended up running into Kylo Ren at one point in time.
Yeah, I did run into Kylo Ren, and he's also noticed that I was a rebel.
So that was funny. And then we made it over to Toy Story Land. Did not get to ride the Slinky Dog because it was raining and it got delayed, and it was a whole thing.
There was just 3 or 4 rides that we missed. So we actually did good.
We did good. And then the 2 best parts of the whole night. 1, the show that they do on the Chinese theater.
Don't miss it.
Awesome. Fantastic.
That is epic and amazing. And if you missed that,
Stay till close. They do 2 showings, one at 9 o'clock and one at 10? Yeah, one at 9 and one at 10.
do not miss it.
So awesome.
If you were like me and you're Gen X and you remember sitting there on Sunday, when you wish upon a star. Yeah, and you're waiting on whatever cartoon they're going to show that weekend, and that's all you got. This is everything
Sick.
and more.
Sick. We're not even going to describe the show because you got to see it.
Just do not leave that park
leave that
without
park.
watching that show.
You have to. It's worth. You're going to be standing in a big line. You're probably going like, oh, we're not going to find any seats.
No,
But
there's tons of
it's
seats.
a huge stadium.
Yeah.
You're sitting in a huge stadium.
They
There's
have an
plenty of seats. They have
amphitheater.
2 showings, so there's plenty.
Mhm.
They've thought about it, and they start you filling in the middle, and then slowly going out. So.
Mhm.
That everybody gets a seat, and they continue to
And
tell
they
everybody
put the
to scoot
scooter
in.
people in one spot, so they're out of the way.
Well, they take the scooter people and put them all the way across the back end.
Mm-hmm.
They got it roped off, and they'll guide you to wherever and sit. Awesome.
Awesome.
All in all, awesome time.
Awesome
we just need to
time.
go back so we can go to Animal Kingdom, so we can go to Epcot, and so we can go to Magic Kingdom.
All
And
I'm
back to
going to
Epic
say
Universe.
is it is worth saving your money for this trip down there.
We're going to end it with this.
Yep. What?
Boink, Mary, Kick.
Boink, Mary, Kick.
BMK. Boink, Mary, Kick.
I'm going to BMK
Universal
it.
Studios, Islands of Adventure, or Epic Universe.
Boink, Mary, Kick.
What you doing, Learn?
Boink, Mary, Kick.
Between the 3 parks
All
of
right.
Universal.
All right.
Not Disney.
All right. Boink. Oh my God. It's such a hard. I don't know if I can kick one, Kaley. Okay. What is that second day?
The second day we did,
Uh-huh.
the second day was Islands of Adventure. Universal
Okay.
Studios is the smallest one of the 3.
I'm marrying Mario.
So you're marrying Epic Universe.
I'm marrying Epic Universe.
Me too.
I'm staying there for life. I'm
Me
never
too.
leaving.
Me too.
I boinking not Islands of Adventure, but the other one.
Universal Studios.
Yes. And then
That's the one with the Night Bus and the Simpsons and the
I suppose
Minions.
I'd kick the other one.
Gotcha. Kick Islands of Adventure.
Kick Islands of Adventure, even though I don't want to, because they were all good. But
Yeah, I'm gonna swap with you.
okay.
Marion Epic, boinking Islands of Adventure, kicking Universal Studios. All right. Well, please tell your friends and don't forget to follow us.
Right. Interact with us. We want to hear from you.
Watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
Right. We got Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
And heck, you can even email us at 2cupsinpodcast@gmail.com.
And if you can't be good,
Be good at it. We love you. This is 2 Cups In, signing out.